simply stated, dramatically different. NACD, when we help direct a family with a homeschool program, first of all, develops a totally individualized, targeted program. The foundation of what we do with any child and their development or education is develop the foundation that permits us to learn, to think, and to function. Which essentially means the top of our list is cognition, building, if you will, smarter kids. The smarter the child is, the easier it is to educate them and the better they're ultimately going to function. So the foundation of our educational programs is cognition, making students better, smarter. On top of that, we work with the child educationally, developmentally. Most of what happens in education today simply is there because it's what they've done for hundreds of years. It's not logical, it's not developmentally based, it's just what has been. So we don't do that. All right, we look at what is neurodevelopmentally appropriate, and when we do that, we can be very targeted and we can produce change very quickly. We also don't use curriculum. One of the keys to neurodevelopment education, neuroplasticity, is that we're targeted. For example, if your child's functioning right here in math, we want to teach him right there. Not there, not there, not there, not there. In a classroom, you have a teacher instructing 10 kids, 20 kids, 30 kids, 40 kids, and that instructional level is all over the place. If you plug a child just into a curriculum, the curriculum moves along with grades. And this is where your child is, but that curriculum is not going to target where your child is. All right, that's an important factor. We also focus primarily, if you will, after cognition, on reading and math, the educational foundation. And then we focus on turning the child on to learning. When we do that, we create excitement, we create intensity, we focus what we're doing around the child's interests, develop new interests, turn them into superior readers, turn them into kids who do math well, love science, love history, love learning. It's fun and it's easy, and typically it's fast. We can generally do more in a couple hours per day than most homeschoolers do in 6 or 8 hours per day. It's important to understand, intensity is incredibly important relative to impacting the brain. And every homeschooler should understand that as you increase duration, you decrease intensity. The longer your school day, the less intense the information is that you're putting in. Which is why they say on graduation day, most graduates have already forgotten 99% of what they learned. It's because it was not targeted, wasn't specific for them, it didn't go in with sufficient intensity to actually impact and change the brain. Right? We want to do homeschool efficiently. We want to create smart kids. We want to educate the kids well, give them a good knowledge base, help them learn to love learning, and then we set them loose.